Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the people. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this mess. All right, so this is according to Hollywood Unlocked and the Neighborhood Talk. All right, so this is for our good cousin, Miss Britney Spears. I want the best for Britney. I really do. You know, I remember when Britney Spears came out with Baby Hit Me One More Time. I remember my cousin calling me and she was like, "Have you seen?" I don't know if she called me. We were talking. I don't know. I forgot where we had the conversation, but I remember us basically talking. And she was like, "Have you seen this video with this white girl?" And she dancing and like she in the gym. I was like, "Ah." And Britney Spears, I think, was the first person for me that really made me like start to go up for a white girl. You know what I'm saying? Um, I used to just love Britney Spears, and I still bump Blackout. You know, Blackout. Girl, Blackout is the album that if I was trapped on an island, I would have to have Blackout as one of the albums that if I had to only listen to that album for the rest of my life, one of the albums would be if I had access to only listen to 10 or 20 albums for the rest of my life, Blackout would be in that top 20 or top 10. That's how much I go up for Blackout. Circus is cute too, but Blackout is my album. Anyways, I just want Britney to just do well and live her life. Britney don't bother nobody. She get on she get on the internet and she twirl and twirl and twirl and spin and spin and spin. And girl, she might bring out a knife or two sometimes and she'll clank them together. But other than that, girl, I ain't heard of Britney hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? She minds her business. She always looked like, girl, the morning after. When I tell you Britney gonna have on that mascara, she gonna have on that eyeliner, and she gonna have some disheveled hair. Okay? And she gonna have on, girl, a top that exposes most of her stomach and some shorts that are so long her cooch is almost hanging out. But Britney ain't bothering nobody. Britney Spears is reportedly in danger of going broke, sources say. Neighbors, is no secret that Britney Spears has been living pretty freely since her conservatorship was ended. But Brit may need someone to step in because sis is apparently burning through her coins. According to TMZ, sources told the site that Brit had about $60 million in the bank when her conservatorship ended. But that number has significantly dropped due to her excessive spending habits. She frequents, I'm sorry, she stays at the Brando. She drops about $1 million from private jets, hotels, staff. She goes every month or two. We're told that she goes to Hawaii almost monthly by herself, taking a private jet, staying in the presidential suite at the Four Seasons, and dropping $350 a trip. Not $350, baby. $350,000 a trip. Sources also told the sites her mental health completely dysfunctional. Her behavior is apparently up and down to the point it's shocking. Now, that's what they reported that TMZ said. Now, Hollywood Unlocked, this is what they had to say. Since settling her conservatorship case with her father, Jamie Spears, it was first reported that Britney Spears was going broke, but sources now update that she is not. On November the 12th, 2021, Britney Spears was freed from a 13-year conservatorship. The Grammy Award-winning artist was also granted sole access to her $60 million estate for the first time since February 2008. I'm not going to read all of this. They're basically saying that in response to the reports claiming Britney Spears is going broke, a source insisted she's not broke, but she definitely could benefit from her being careful with her cash. It's also noted that the singer most likely has been dropping thousands on her frequent trips to Maui, Hawaii, Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Listen, if Britney Spears is going to Hawaii, if this is true, if she's taking monthly trips to Hawaii and she's spending $350,000 each trip, if that's true, girl, the money is going to be gone. If it's I'm, they're also saying Britney Spears still has money coming in. Now, how much does she have coming in? Because, girl, when you spend, you also need to have something coming in. That's for everybody. I don't care who you are, girl. If you just spending and spending and spending and spending and spending, but you ain't got nothing coming in, then, girl, you will eventually go broke. So hopefully, whatever she has coming in with through book sales and hope publishing, and if she owns her music, if she if she makes any money from her music, then hopefully as much as she has going out, she has girl that coming back in or more than that coming back in. But if you're taking monthly trips and you're saying that and they're saying that she's spending $350 a trip, girl, eventually she could go broke. It was something else I saw too. Okay, here we go. This is according to the Jasmine brand. Okay, so listen, this is what they had to say. Now I'm gonna read most of this because this also gives us a little bit more insight. All right, so they say this is according to page 6. She has no concept of money. For over a decade, other people were in charge of her bank accounts. Every purchase she had to, and every purchase had to be reported to the court, even if it was a pack of gum. Now she's on her own. She's not broke, but she could definitely benefit from from being more careful with her cash. Um, a second source said her team is in a precarious position and are hesitant to speak up about her spending habits. They don't want to rock the boat and make her feel like she is in a conservatorship again. It's tricky. No one wants to be Jamie 2.0. I can understand that. I guess because if you got a job and I'm assuming they're getting paid, you don't want to lose your job because this lady think that you know, she start having flashbacks, right? Between flying private jets and booking 5-star villas, it can get costly fast. Last year, she spent well into 6 figures for a French Polynesian vacation and stayed at a resort that costs about $23,400 a night. A night. A third source says that she is not going broke, but she should keep an eye on private jets, which cost from $3,000 to $185,000 an hour. Now, this is what they said. Britney Spears went on tour in 2018. Her final album was released in 2016. However, since her conservatorship ended in 2021, she's collaborated with Elton John for "Hold Me Closer," a top 10 hit on Billboard 100. She also gets very significant royalties from her $15 million publishing deal with her bombshell memoir, The Woman in Me, that was released in October 2023. Thanks to the New York Times bestseller, she's said to be at the point of recoupment. It sold over 2 million copies, and she reportedly gets 25% of the net profits. Hopefully, Brittany, all right. But if she's spending all this money, like I said, girl, hopefully she got a lot of it coming back in. Because if not, if the reports are true, girl, she eventually gonna go broke. She had $60 million. That $6 million is a lot of money, but girl, if they say I think if you're spending that type of money, $350 a trip, and you go on a monthly, girl, when the $350 go out, I need $350 coming back in. More than that, quiet as it's kept. Okay, we spending $350. I need seven coming back in, girl. At one point I heard that they were thinking about it was a rumor. I saw it somewhere on the blogs that they were saying that Britney Spears may go into she may have a residency in Vegas. She gonna have to do something. Would y'all go see Britney? I'm not going to see Britney. I love Britney to pieces. That's our white cousin. Because she is a living legend, a living icon. It's a rap for Britney. But I don't want to see Britney on stage. Mm-mm. Girl, whenever I get into my little Britney mood and I want to see Britney perform, I just go to YouTube. one of the best performances that will go down in the history of performances. Girl, MTV, girl, I need y'all to Google this. Girl, go to YouTube and put in Britney Spears, I'm a Slave for You, VMAs. I ain't never wanted to be a white bitch so bad. Couldn't hear me. I ain't never wanted to be a white woman so bad. Yeah, when I tell you, I go up for Britney Spears, I'm a slave for you. Shout out to our cousin Brittany. Hopefully she get everything together. We don't want nothing bad. We don't want our cousin going broke. All right, y'all, listen to this. This is according to the Jasmine brand. So Wendy Williams' ex, Kevin Hunter, accuses her guard. Girl, I guess this must be, girl, you can't trust nobody. This must be, you can't trust nobody edition, okay? Wendy Williams' ex, Kevin Hunter, accuses her guardian of stealing her money. I mean, well, girl. Do I believe that people over there taking some of Wendy's money? I do. But I also believe that you was taking some of her money too and giving it to that heifer. Okay? Okay? So we're gonna talk. While the white lady over there probably stealing some of her money, we want to get that together too. But Kevin, you was probably taking some of the money too and giving it to Sharina. That's the part you left out. Okay. Anyways, Kevin Hunter recently suggested that something fishy is going on with his ex-wife, Wendy Williams' financial guardianship. The TV producer accused the media maven's court-ordered guardian of illegally pocketing extra money, which he argues is the reason she keeps fighting his request to see financial records. Y'all know I got a soft spot for my auntie Wendy. Y'all already know. Okay, I'm trying to be fair. Does Kevin have the right to require? I mean, I guess you got the right to do anything. Now, whether I don't know, should Kevin be asking for financial records? Should he? I don't know. I mean, I guess if he's saying that he's owed money, Kevin, go get a job. I'm trying to tell y'all, girl, these men, girl, y'all be they y'all be their lifeline. Because if Kevin was really excellent at what he does, then girl, even after Wendy, he would have found someone else to manage. But the simple fact that a lot of these men, they're not really great at their jobs. It's more so the talent, right? How many people has Matthew managed since Destiny's Child? No tea, no shade. Girl, how many people has Ken Do managed since Mary J. Blige? I don't know. Girl, how many people has girl Brandon Blackstock girl managed since Kelly Clarkson? Probably a couple, because I think his wife, his father owns the management company, right? So, but still, y'all get what I'm trying to say? Girl, stop letting these men manage y'all. Girl, let y'all husbands be y'all husbands. Girl, okay? Let y'all husbands be y'all husbands. When it comes to your business, girl, do what y'all want to do. Y'all grown. Anyways, reportedly, Kevin Hunter made the claim during a recent hearing about the alimony payments he's hoping to collect again. He told the judge that he believes Wendy Williams' guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, I can't pronounce her last name, won't disclose her client's financial statements because she's been skimming off the top. Miss Morrissey has given me no reason for stopping the payments. If Miss Morrissey all had tried to modify the records, that would be different. I'm not just concerned about the money. She's come in and swooped in and depleted the account in that time. This has become a real travesty. We know it's become a real travesty because, girl, you ain't got a pot to piss in or window to throw it out of. And Wendy's money is basically taking care of you and your family. I know it's a travesty. Hello. Do y'all think if Kevin was still getting his money, he would give a damn? Do y'all think if Kevin was still getting his money, the money that he feels that he's owed, do y'all think he would give a damn about what was going on with Wendy Williams? I could see. I don't know. Hmm. Could I do? I believe if Kevin was still getting the money that he said he was owed, would he give a damn about Wendy Williams and what was going on with Wendy? I could see it. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I could see Kevin still wanting to know what's going on the other side of town. Even though you are a big part in what's happening, I'm sorry he is. All Kevin had to do was not have no baby. That's all he had to do. I will live by that. I'm gonna stand on that. It wasn't the cheating. Yeah, I said if you're new to my channel, hey, how you doing? We've had this conversation 35,000 times. It wasn't the cheating that made the marriage end, it was the baby. Everybody knows Kevin had been cheating already. Wendy knew, everybody knew. Girl, the producers knew, Suzanne knew, Brandon knew, Norman knew, girl. Girl, look, Kevin knew, I knew, you knew. Everybody knew Kevin was cheating on Wendy. That wasn't the thing. You know, Wendy, she's hard up for a man. That's my auntie. I love her to pieces, but she is hard up for a man. It was a baby. It was a baby, and that's what just set it off. Wendy is responsible for her own demise as it relates to her addiction. I don't think we could put that on Kevin. I don't think it's fair to even put that on Kevin. But Kevin just should have just kept his dick in his pants, or at least pulled out. Damn, you can't even do that. And now here we go with one. Here we go with Wendy. Girl, your whole empire just came crumbling down because a nigga, basically, girl, had a baby, and you had to end your marriage. I would never understand that. I can understand you being depressed. I can understand you probably needing a little therapy. I can understand you being, girl, probably drinking for a few months. I can understand all that. I can understand you probably gaining weight. I can understand your hair falling out because you're stressed out. But I don't understand how everything that you've worked for since you were a very young woman just came crumbling down at the hands of a nigga not being in the picture no more. Even with Kevin not being in the picture, Wendy should have been in the position where she could have just picked up and went on by her business. Girl, come to work, do her job, put on a show and a stunt, even though she probably sad and breaking down on the inside. Come to work. What's up, y'all? This is Wendy. I'm back. Let's get into these hot topics. And as soon as girl the curtains close, girl, she probably go in her office and cry. Okay, girl, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I ain't stupid. Girl, I get it. But girl, when it's time to go to work, girl, go to work. In case you're unfamiliar, Kevin Hunter is currently fighting to have his divorce settlement checks from Wendy Williams resumed after they were cut off back in 2022. In response, Sabrina Morrissey, I know I'm pronouncing that lady's name wrong, who became the TV host Guardian following her dementia diagnosis that same year, argues that Kevin Hunter isn't legally entitled to any more money because her client's income has fell below the agreed upon amount. I know that's right. Hello, girl, you better, girl, hello. You better go. I hope Sharina, them vegan plates. Ain't she like a vegan chef or something? I hope them vegan pancakes that she be over there making, she's selling. Okay. She additionally, clearly they not. She additionally argued that Hunter was actually overpaid and should return any extra he's been paid out. Girl, it is what it is, girl. Kevin, baby, go get a job. Girl, we all got to get up and go to work. We all got to pump out videos. We all, girl, whatever you got to do, girl. Sell some coochie, sell whatever the girls got to do what the girls got to do. Girl, it's a route. Kevin, you're not getting no money. I do want to know why that white lady over Wendy, though. I didn't watch the documentary. I just feel like the first person to come to mind would be her sister. If I was rich like Wendy Williams and, had all, girl, ain't no white man or no white lady being over my money if something happened to me like Wendy. So if it, I'm going on the record. Let me say this right now on the record. If I ever become filthy rich, okay, and if something happened to me and I'm diagnosed with dementia and I can't function the way that I used to, girl, if anybody except for my sister, okay, and probably even my other sister, okay, I'm gonna have a line of how it go. who gonna be in charge of the money. Okay, and if it ain't one of those people, girl, don't trust them people. Girl, y'all bet to go back and play this video. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I need to know why Wanda ain't over the money. Oh, baby, listen to this, baby. This is a hot mess. Now, this is a mess. Shout out to everybody who live in New York. I have a little itch to move to New York, but I want to be able to live where I want to live, and I can't afford to live where I want to live. Like I could move, but I wouldn't be able to live where I wanted to live. Like here, I can afford to live in a decent apartment in a decent area. New York, girl, girl, I'll probably have to, girl, I will be living with the rats and the roaches and the lions and the tigers and the bears. Oh my! And I don't have time for none of that, girl. So until I can get to a position financially, where girl, I can afford to pay $6,000, $7,000. I wouldn't mind staying in New York for a couple of years. I think it would be fun. It would be a new experience. You know, that's a lot of money to pay for rent. Well, that's a lot of money, but I think it would be fun. I could see how it could definitely be fun to live in New York. Anyways, girl. So rise in human infections linked to rat urine reported in New York City. So this is according to Baller Alert. So if you're thinking about visiting, this was actually April the 17th. I had it saved in my folder, but I still wanted to talk about it. If you're thinking about visiting New York soon, you may want to think twice. The New York City Human Department, I'm sorry, the New York City Department of Health and Medical. I'll be telling you, I'll be saying words that don't even be here. The New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene is waving a big red flag about a spike in human. Oh, girl, I cannot say this name. Human leptospirosis. Yeah! Basically rat piss. Okay. Um, the nasty bug that loves to hang out in rat urine. NYC had a record breaking number of cases this year, with 6 popping up in just the first quarter. To put that in perspective, uh, 2023 hit a high with 24 cases, the most NYC has seen in a single year. Mm. Between 2001 and 2023, the typical person coming down with the with the case was about 50 years old and mostly male. Girl, so it's the niggas who nasty and don't pay attention. So it's the men who don't be paying attention. Just walking around here, just getting pissed on by rats. Ain't girl. I don't know, child. The Bronx leads the pack with 37 cases. Ooh, girl. Followed by Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, bringing up the rear. Now leptospirosis, girl, whatever it's called, we're gonna call it lepto, isn't just a walk in the park. It can cause kidney and liver issues, and sometimes even breathing problems. Symptoms like fever, headaches, and muscle pain have also been reported. The bug takes 5 to 14 days to show itself, but can remain in your system for up to 30 days. Without treatment, the risks are kidney failure. Ooh, girl. Meningitis, liver damage, and breathing troubles. Girl. Y'all be careful up there in New York, girl. You know it's Rat City up there, honey. It's Rat City. I think I've been to New York probably once and I didn't see a rat. And I think that was the last time I went. I don't remember seeing a rat the last time I went. Before that, my very first time in New York, I saw rats. My second time in New York, I saw rats. My third time in New York, I saw rats. My fourth time in New York, I saw rats. I'm talking about big ass cats. Girl, I'm talking about lions, girl. Cheetahs. Girl, them things be big. Girl, I used to be like, girl, I remember the first time I went to New York, girl, let's just talk. I remember the first time I went to New York. Um, the first time? No, it was a sec. Was it the first time? I can't remember if it was the first or the second time. It was one time I went and I stayed basically near Times Square. I despise Times Square. I mean, I think if you want to do the tourist thing, it's cute. But girl, I be wanting to be with the locals, girl. Okay, girl, I be wanting to be what are people who girl what do residents go, girl? Fuck Times Square, okay? I think the first time I went, I stayed in Harlem, which I fell in love with a Harlem girl. If I moved to New York, I would want to live in Harlem, even though I heard the rat problem in Harlem is bad. I mean, I can't afford to stay where Beyonce and them lived. Okay. Harlem got some cute. I just got a cute vibe from Harlem. I heard Brooklyn was cute too. Anyways, it was one time. I can't remember what time I went, but I think it was when I stayed in Times Square, and I was catching the subway. I think I'm grown, so I'm catching the subway. And once that, I tell you, one time I got lost and I ended up in Brooklyn. Girl, I was kind of freaking out. I'm not gonna lie, girl. I was kind of freaking out just a little bit. I was like, bitch. I don't know how the fuck I ended up in Brooklyn. I just remember looking like we was like underground, and then I just remember us going, and I was like, okay, girl, where are we going? I was like, oh my god, I got on the wrong train. I got on the wrong train. Anyways, but it wasn't bad. So I was in a subway, and I just remember I had my AirPods in, and I'm feeling, I'm trying to give New York City fish. I'm trying to give residency. I'm trying to give girl. I'm trying to give. I live here. I'm not trying to give girl. I'm visited. And I just remember looking down on the train tracks, and I saw the biggest fucking rat. And I saw probably like 3 or 4 of them. And when I tell y'all, these rats were humongous. And I just remember trying not to freak out because I'm supposed to be given I live here type of tea. And I just feel like if you live in New York, you're used to seeing rats. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to give, girl, I live here. But girl, on the inside, I was ready to, girl, punch it up them stairs and go back to my room. Girl, it is a mess. And I remember one time I went with my sister and my brother-in-law. Girl, we were just like drinking and stuff. And I think me and my sister had got hungry. And we went to Taco Bell. That's girl. We was like, girl, we was trying to go to another place, but we ended up walking the opposite direction. And we were just like, girl, let's just go to Taco Bell. And I remember, I remember. I think I spent almost $50 at Taco Bell because they sell alcohol at the Taco Bell I went to. And I remember getting a drink and a few tacos, and I think I got like an extra shots in it, and then I think it came out to be almost $50. It was a mess. Anyways, so we walk into a bar. It's like 2 something in the morning, child. We a little tipsy, feeling good. We in New York City, baby. Okay. And so we went to some bar. It was like a little white bar, but that was nice. It was somewhere over there by our hotel too. Anyways, so we walking down the street. I'm telling y'all, girl, I know it had to be at least 10 rats that just shot across the sidewalk. When I tell you, me and my sister started queening the fuck out. I say, oh my God. When I tell you, and it's so crazy because the first day we made it, I think this is probably the next day. The first day we made it, we went to Harlem. I love Harlem because we didn't stay near Times Square. Well, we stayed near Times. We didn't stay in Times Square, but we stayed near Times Square. And so that day, we had went to the first day we made it. I wanted to go to Harlem because I wanted to go to Melba's. Melba's is okay, no shade. It's better soul food in Houston. No shade to Melba's. But Melba's is cute. I would definitely go back. But anyways, we went to Melba's and we walking down the street, girl, feeling like Harlem, My brother and I was catching his life, my sister was catching her life, I was catching my life. I felt like we was giving Harlem type of tea. And so we walking down the street, just looking at all that stuff, and we was about to go to the Apollo Theater. Now that's when we turned into a tourist because I think we started taking pictures and stuff. Well, not me. I'd already seen because I had been in New York more than a few times before that. Okay. Girl, so we walking down the street. Girl, it was a trash can right here. When I tell you, bitch, it was all types of rats. I said, "Oh my god, oh my god." I love New York, but it's that rat. It's that rat problem. Them rats be those rats. I don't know how y'all do it. That's the only thing. Whenever I even think about like when I get to a position financially where I can afford to live where I want to live in New York, I don't even know if I would even move to New York because those rats would scare me. Those rats would scare me. I've been in Houston, Texas since 2001, and I've probably seen between 3 to 5 rats in Houston. I'm not even exaggerating. Okay, you go to New York, you see 20 at one time. Girl, I'm thinking it's the mama, girl fighting the side chick, and the kids is out there watching, and the daddy getting his ass whooped. I don't know, Jay. It just be like a family full, like a family reunion, girl. I'd be like, girl, what is going on? Shout out to everybody who live in New York. I remember the first time I went to New York. I didn't get the hype. I'm not gonna lie. When I first went, because my first time going, I think my first time going, I did stay in Harlem. And then I went back because I stayed at the Aloft. I hate the Aloft Hotel in Harlem. No shade. When I went, that hotel was very, very clean. The last time I went, well, one time I went like I don't know, like a year or two ago. I can't remember, girl. Girl, I'm gonna tell y'all, I was so disgusted with the Aloft. The last time I went and stayed there. I remember not even wanting to put my feet in the shower. I had to wake up the next day. And I mean, I still wash my ass, okay, but I just stood there. I remember waking up the next day and going to Old Navy because it's an Old Navy right around the corner from the Aloft in Harlem and getting some of those little plastic sandals, the ones that are like $3.99, so I could, move around in the shower. That's how I was like, girl, they don't wash this. Girl, I don't remember that hotel being like that the first time I stayed there. The last time I went, I was like, girl, this is disgusting. Girl, y'all know I complained. Girl, I'm not that's how nasty the floor was. I'm not even a complaining type of person. I'll just be like, okay, girl, it is what it is, girl. I know not to stay here no more. You know what I'm saying? But girl, it was that bad. They told me they would give me one free night if I came back. So just get in contact with the manager. They sent me an email. Girl, I ain't been back ever since. I heard they got a new hotel opening in Harlem now, the Renaissance. But I heard they ain't got no refrigerators in their room. I mean, girl, it's already bad enough y'all don't put microwaves in the room. Girl, y'all can at least give a bitch a refrigerator. God damn. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can request one. I don't know. But yeah, the first time I went to New York, I was just like, okay. I will say it looked like what I saw on television, like the aesthetic of New York. I was like, oh, this is really like, it does remind me of TV. But other than that, I was just like, mm. And then I don't know. One day I was just like, I love New York, and I was like, I want to live in New York. Like I get it. I get how you can be swept into the I want to live in New York, right? I get how you can be swept into the oh I want to go to New York and live out my dreams. I think I can get how someone could get swept into that New York fantasy, right? But New York is cute. New York is cute. I wouldn't mind living in LA. I think LA would be cute. I only been one time to LA. And of course I wouldn't mind living in DC. I wouldn't mind moving, but I want to move for a reason too. I don't yeah, I know that sounds crazy. Anyways, we ain't gonna talk about moving, girl. Girl, I've been trying to move for the last how long, girl? Anyways, it'll happen one day. When it's meant for me to move, I'll move. I'll move. God never told y'all the story. about how girl I was really about to move the other day and it didn't go through. Girl, I changed my mind at the last minute. It really was I just got lazy. Girl, I had went and found an apartment and everything. I'm gonna tell y'all the story another day. I was moving to DC. I had went and found an apartment, I literally flew to DC, went scheduled appointments to look at apartments, found an apartment, I fell in love with the apartment, all that good stuff, child. And then because the last minute I was like, I feel like moving. Girl, I was just wasting my time, wasting on people's time. Girl, it was a mess, girl. It was a hot ass mess. Anyway, Shay, it is what it is. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.